This is Chance. We adopted him from our local animal shelter as a barn cat. He was basically trapped as a feral cat and brought to the shelter, and then after he got neutered, he was put up for adoption. We put him in a crate in the barn and got him used to the surroundings and tried to get him used to us. After a few days of having him, he started not feeling well and basically would just hide in his bed, and then he finally stopped eating. So I knew it was time to take him to the vet. I had never touched him before, so put on these gloves to see how he would react because I needed to get him into a cat carrier and then drive him into town to the vet. He thankfully did really well. Here he is at the vet in this crate covered with a towel. The vet grabbed him and did a really thorough physical exam. He had a fever, so he was put on antibiotics, and it was time to get him to try and eat. He got to stay inside after this, so we put him in our basement where it was heated and also where I could give him antibiotics twice a day, which he actually did pretty well for. And then it was time to try and get him used to me. So I would give him some little baby food, try and get him to eat, and he actually really liked it, but he was kind of scared to take it from me. He felt more comfortable in his litter box, so I just let him be, and I just continued to be patient and work with him. I worked on getting him used to being pet, which he hated, but he did pretty well. He wasn't mean. He would just hiss at me.
That's a lot of good progress.
Each day I continued to work with him, getting him used to me, giving him little treats, getting him used to eating food from me. And then he finally warmed up and let me pet him. Once he realized what attention was, he thought it felt so good and was such a good boy. He was still pretty timid every time I would reach into the crate, but then he would quickly warm up and be excited about being pet. I continued working with him each day as much as I could for 2 weeks during the time of his antibiotics. And then even then, we still continued to work with him. He got better and better day by day, and finally he was totally healed. Doesn't love being held, but I did it anyway. We then introduced him to our other 2 cats, Jax and Chester. Jax is super used to living with other cats, so he did pretty well. Jax is the black cat here.
What do you think? That's Jax. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. Maybe be good.
Chester, on the other hand, did not love the idea. He is the brown tabby off to the right there. He was dumped at the end of our driveway last summer, so we don't really know what his history was. He loves his brother Jax, but he did not like the idea of Chance. He was kind of checking him out here, but then he basically started hissing at him and growling at him every time he would walk by the cage, and sometimes he would just hunker down by the cage, stay there, and growl and hiss. I felt so bad for poor Chance.
Good boys. Oh, that's so nice. Good boys. Oh, hey, Chester.
Chance spent the next few days in our kitchen, getting used to the other cats and getting used to us being around. We then moved him into the living room where he could be a little bit more social and let him out for the first time a few days after that. We wanted to take everything slow so that we had success. Here he is hanging out in this little tent that we have that he discovered, and it was right around Christmas time, so he really loved the ornaments too.
Good boy.
We just let him do his thing by himself without the other two cats around so he could get used to his surroundings first, and he loved exploring. He checked out the toys, he checked out the cat tower, and then we introduced him to the others. Chester was nice at first, but like I mentioned a little bit earlier, he then did not like the idea of Chance, so it took him quite a while to kind of warm up and get used to him. He wasn't mean, thankfully, and Chance was such a good boy through everything.
Good boy.
Here he is, hanging out in the cat tower, discovering this little feather toy for the first time.
Oh my gosh.
Chester's wondering what he's doing on his cat tower.
Good boy. Good. That's so nice. Chester, good boy.
It was pretty fun to watch him relax and just be a playful kitty. It didn't take long for us to realize that he absolutely loves being around other cats. He's such a gentle little soul with them and just loves being right up in their bubbles. He and Chester actually really warmed up to each other and they're now best friends. Every chance he gets, he wants to be right up close next to Chester, and Chester actually treats him like a little baby and loves bathing him. It's pretty funny to watch. You'll see Chester bathing Chance in a little bit, but here Chance is actually bathing Chester. He'll do it on occasion.
That's so cute.
Chance basically never likes being alone, so he seeks out Chester. Sometimes he'll seek out Jax. Loves getting right up next to him, taking naps by him, and here he is kind of harassing Chester just a little bit. But then realizes Chester doesn't want to play and that it's actually nap time, so finally settles in and he's okay with it. Our neighbors got the kitties some toys for Christmas, so here Chance is, here Jax is, and they are, or he is, I should say, figuring out how to play with toys. I think it's his first time experiencing toys, and he thinks they're pretty cool. Another cute moment of him on the cat tower squishing Jax, taking a nap. Here he is once again with his BFF. And he has discovered what the curtain pull strings are, so he has the best time jumping up and trying to play with them. We'll come home sometimes and our curtains will be half closed, and at first we were wondering why, and then we saw him doing this, jumping up to try and get the strings. Needless to say, he loves his indoor life, his indoor home. He likes the views. He loves his brothers. And hasn't really warmed up to us much since he's been out of the cage, but that's okay. We're happy knowing that he is well taken care of, he's safe, he's happy, and he really enjoys hanging out with his brothers. So, if you have room in your home and room in your heart, I highly suggest adopting a kitty from the shelter.